Thank you so much for joining me. We are diving deep into skincare, and in today's video, I'm doing a beginner's guide to skincare for the mature woman. So let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Jodylynn and welcome to Aging Naturally, where we are transforming the way that we define aging with no Botox, plastic surgery, or fillers, and I bring you cleaner, cruelty-free products. This is a video series, and this is going to be the first video of the series. I'm going to have beginner, mid, and advanced level, and also a video on tretinoin. That deserves a whole video in itself. So make sure that you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss the video series. I am not a dermatologist or esthetician, so it's really important that if you are having, problems with your skin, that you are checking with your doctor and on ingredients, because there are certain ingredients and skincare products that are not going to work based on if you have any skin, conditions. So just make sure that you do your own research. Everybody's skin is different, and just what works for me does not mean that it's going to work for you. I just got into skincare recently, just January of this year, and within the 10 months that I have been using a consistent skincare regimen, I have really changed my face in the texture, in the redness, in the skin, even how, it's not so uneven in tone. My hyperpigmentation has diminished. My fine lines are appearing smaller. I'm just really been overall happy within the last 10 months. So I think, okay, a year, 2 year, being really consistent, it's probably going to even get better. So with skincare, it's really important that you are being consistent. This is not a quick fix. This is something that you need to be consistent with morning and night. And once you are, your face is really going to love you and you're going to love the results. Step number 1, you absolutely need to wash off your makeup at night. If you're wearing foundation, tinted moisturizer, that all needs to come off. If you leave your makeup on, it gets clogged into the pores. It can look like you're 10 years older. We don't want none of that. You can get breakouts and hormonal acne. So it's non-negotiable. You need to let the face breathe. And every night that you sleep, the face is renewing itself. And it cannot do that if it's blocked and filled with all of this junky makeup. So non-negotiable, make sure that you wash your face. Even if you if you don't wear makeup, it's important that you do wash your face because you are being exposed to all of the air and the pollutants in the environment, and you need to wash all of that off. I suggest that if you're wearing makeup that you use an oil cleanser first. The oil is going to lift the makeup from the surface of your skin, and it just really is the best way to get off your makeup. I have even tried many other cleansers that are not oil based. They never get my makeup off, and you want to make sure that your makeup is completely off and that your face is squeaky clean. Oily skin, from my understanding, you can still use an oil-based cleanser, but you're going to want to stick away, you're going to want to stay clear of mineral oil, petroleum. Coconut oil might be bothersome for you as well, and then always follow it up with a gentle water cleanser afterwards, just to get rid of any oil residue. One of my favorite cleansing oils, this is actually a cleansing balm. This is by Instanatural, and this is something that you can get on Amazon. All product information will be listed below. I absolutely love this. This is my go-to. It has manuka honey, coconut oil, sunflower oil, geranium oil. It just has wonderful ingredients. This is cruelty-free, no fragrance, and it just comes in this balm. And what you do is you just take a little bit of it on your hands, Make sure that you rub it all in. Get the eye area, obviously your eyes are going to be closed, but your mascara as well. And then add a little bit of water to your hands and it'll turn into like this milky kind of substance, and that's going to be easier to rinse off. So this is one of my go-tos, and it's reasonably priced at like $15.50 I think, or $15.99. This is really wonderful. Then what you're going to want to do is after this, follow up with a water-based cleanser. Now there's some debate on whether you need the water-based cleanser or not. Just kind of experiment with that. It is something that I like to do just to ensure that my face is squeaky clean. I have a couple of recommendations for the water-based gentle cleansers. This is a really wonderful one. This is by First Aid Beauty. This is their face cleanser. This is also vegan, and it has aloe, which is supposed to help soothe and calm the skin. And it also has glycerin, which is a humectant that helps hydrate and smooth the skin's appearance. So this I have been really loving. So you would use this after your oil-based cleanser. This is another one that I've been really loving. This is by Milk. This is their vegan face cleanser. This one is a little bit more thicker. This is going to be for your dry to normal. This is not going to be for your oily skin. This can be combination dry or oily. It works for all skin types, but again, this one is just for your dry, normal skin. This has a desert milk, which is supposed to hydrate and helps skin stay more moisturized. And it also has fig milk, shea butter, and oat milk, which are supposed to freshen, soften, and soothe dry skin while also calming and comforting. So it has a lot of different kinds of milks in this product, and argan milk, didn't even know that there was such a thing, which and grapeseed oil and squalene, which help seal in moisture and provide antioxidant protection. So these are great ones to follow up on your second step after your oil cleanser. If you do not wear any makeup at all, then you're good to just use one of these cleansers. You do not need the oil-based cleanser. And then in the morning, I do suggest just using one of these cleansers first thing when you wake up. You would not need the oil-based cleanser. So let's just kind of recap. In the morning, gentle cleanser. In the evening, if you wear makeup, oil, base cleanser, and then the second step, gentle cleanser. The next step after your cleanser is going to be to use a toner. So when you clean your face, your pH levels kind of get off, and then your face can appear drier, or not appear, it will become drier. So a good toner is going to level out the pH levels in your skin, which will allow it to become more hydrated. And it's also, a good toner is going to minimize your pores, as well as keep your hormonal acne from breaking out. Also, it's really important that you stay clear of alcohol in your toner. So it can do the opposite. It's not good. It's not going to even out that pH level, and your face is going to appear drier. And it can also derail your natural ability to control oil. So it's no good. Even for oily skin, stay clear of alcohol in your toner. This is one that I have really been loving. This is Isatree. This is their green tea fresh toner. This is just lovely. Helps hydrate, helps minimize your pores, as well as keeping those blemishes under control. And this is just lovely. I got this on Amazon. I use this more as kind of like an essence, where I put it on I just put like a couple of drops, and then I go like this, and then I just kind of pat that into my skin. Let's go ahead and talk about eye cream and moisturizer. So when we're talking about an eye cream, I really suggest starting with a cream that has hyaluronic acid and retinol. So retinol is a vitamin A derivative that is the holy grail to anti-aging, and there are so many research studies that show that it works, and it does, and it's wonderful for wrinkles and building collagen and giving you a firmer appearance. Now, there are different types of retinols. The ones that are over the counter aren't as potent, but they are still very effective. So I really suggest using an over-the-counter retinol for the under eye area, just because it's not going to be as strong as the ones that you can get from the dermatologist, which is tretinoin, which I have tried under my under eye area, but they just got really dry and crepey, and I just didn't want to go through that. So I wanted something a lot less invasive. And I wanted something that also had hyaluronic acid in it, because that's going to hold in the moisture and it is going to hydrate the skin, so that I could allow the retinol to do its thing without it getting dry and crepey, if that makes any sense. So one of the eye creams that I've really been loving is the Fab Skimlet. This is again by First Aid Beauty. It is the Retinol Eye Cream. This is just lovely, and it also does have that hyaluronic. This has actually triple hyaluronic acid. That's what I'm talking about. And I have tried other retinol creams under my eye, but it did get dried out. So retinol is really strong, and it can make your skin really dry. And there are, people can have problems with it. So you want to make sure when you're using your retinol that you're using also hyaluronic acid and a really good moisturizer, so that it doesn't get peely and it doesn't get dry, because it can. So that's why I've been loving this, and I have had no problems with it being dry and appearing, crepey and cakey. It just is lovely. I really recommend this. Let's go ahead and talk about moisturizers for the skin. I've got a couple of options for you that you can use for normal, dry, or oily skin. The first option that I have, this is just lovely. This is by e.l.f., which is their Holy Hydration Face Cream. This has hyaluronic acid. It also has a peptide complex. It has niacinamide. It has vitamin B. And it's only like $12, and it has all of the ingredients that you really want in a great skincare moisturizer. So it has hyaluronic acid, which is supposed to provide hydration by locking in that moisture. It also has niacinamide, which is like a vitamin B3 to help brighten and even out the skin. It also has a peptide complex, so there's like various peptides that are supposed to help improve moisture, balance, and elasticity. And then also B5, which is supposed to help soothe and hydrate the skin. So this has just everything except for retinol, really. This really does. So if you're not ready to get into retinol, this is something I really do suggest. They do have a fragrance free, which I really highly suggest. They do also have another one that does have fragrance, but I really believe that your skincare should be no fragrance at all, as it can affect other ingredients that you are using, and you want your, these products that you're using, you want to get the best use out of them, and you don't want it to not perform up to its maximum level, which is what fragrance can do in your skincare. So I really suggest no fragrance in skincare. So this is a great one. Check this out. Another really good one that I've been really liking is The Ordinary. This is really basic. This is their natural moisturizing factors with hyaluronic acid. This is only like about $7. So if you're kind of like, I want to get new into skincare and I'm just going to kind of go on the budget, this is wonderful. And it's also a vegan, very simple ingredients, and it helps replenish the moisture of your skin. So this is another great one. Let's go ahead and talk about the next step after that during the day. So after you put on your moisturizer during the day, you're going to want to use a sunscreen. Yes, yes, yes. It's, again, a non-negotiable. The sun is what ages us. It's what gives us our dark spots on the face. It is what gives us wrinkles because our face gets dried out. It's not good for the face, especially. Our face is so sensitive. The skin is a lot thinner here. So it's just not good to put it on your face, especially if not put it on your face, but not to allow the sun on your face, but especially with the ingredients that you are using. If you are using retinol, you absolutely need to use a sunscreen. And I am saying this, that if you cannot be consistent with using a sunscreen, do not use retinol. Because when you go into the dermatologist and you ask for tretinoin as well, the first thing that they tell you is that you need to be using a sunscreen because your skin is constantly renewing itself. So it even retinol accelerates that process. So your skin is like a little bit more raw. And so putting sun on there, it's going to cause even more damage. You're wasting your money, and who knows what other kind of problems you could have. So sunscreen, it's just a non-negotiable. When you're picking out sunscreen, you want to use a broad spectrum sunscreen. There are UVA rays that are UVA and UVB, and you want to make sure that your sunscreen protects you from both. So these are a couple that I have really been liking, which is both of these you can wear underneath your makeup. This is the mineral sunscreen. I got this on Amazon. Gosh, it just says S. Yeah. S. I'll let you know what that is. But this has been really lovely. This is ultra light. It is non-greasy. Now, this one does give the hint of a white kind of tint to your skin. So just keep that in mind. But when I wear my makeup over it, I don't notice it. It's fine. I use it kind of like a primer, so it's not a big deal for me. But if you're just not into wearing makeup and you just want to use this, you're going to have a little bit of a tint. So just kind of keep that in mind. These both are really affordable as well. This one is by Australian Gold, their botanical sunscreen. This is a broad spectrum SPF 50. So this one is 50. Sorry, this one was a 30. But this one is definitely non-greasy as well. This wears well under makeup. This is tinted just ever so slightly. And a lot of times you'll see a tinted sunscreen because the tint helps it not give you that white kind of tint. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why you'll see some tinted ones. That's the reason for that. So anyway, this wears really nice under makeup. I do find that this is going to give you more of a matte finish. So it's not going to be glowy. Just kind of keep that in mind. This wears very well under makeup. Another one that I really have been loving is by Tula. I love it so much that there's nothing in here and I need to get more. But this is kind of a hack as well, is that when you're getting down to the end and it says, there is no more product, cut the top off and you can tell that there's a lot more product in there to use. But this is just lovely. This gives you a beautiful glow. This is cruelty free. It has a really beautiful, it's fragrance free, but it does have a beautiful like kind of banana scent, ever so subtle, but it's just lovely. And this is going to give you a beautiful glow. So that is my beginner's guide to skincare. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give this video a like and make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss my mid-level skincare as well as my advanced level skincare routine. So I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and until next time.